The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. That one a first down pickup of 8. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
11 Thomas.
Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Burrow looking to pass. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They go play action with Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Right at the 30. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And now they'll throw with Lance. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Here's Lance. His throw incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Black up. Strike two.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw here. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Get set. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 coming.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Go, go, go. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, 38 yards. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24. Here's Lance to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. The Lance going to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McPherson on for the point after. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Daxton Hill picks it off. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Past the 20. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
McPherson's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
This is taken just shy of the 10. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Blast it, 6. 52 blast it.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Lance going to try to throw for this. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah, because
right?
you get push 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mixon will try the right side. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
11 Thomas. 11.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, an 8-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? Doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
11 Tommy.
Back to Mixon on second down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this one's incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
On second down, here's Mixon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had several. And, my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Checks this one down, it's Mitchell. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Desperation time here. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games. Loves the spot.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Black Ultra. Stay. Put stay.
And they'll go for it. Lance rolling to his left. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the
NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Good set. 11-11.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They go play action with Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 38 yards. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Rodgers. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Caught, right side, it's Lewis. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, here's P. Ryan.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that's...
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Tonight we... The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started.
And we are underway from Cincinnati.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
Quickly to the air is Burrow.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long.
11 empty, 11 empty. Stop.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow under pressure, and they got to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, 11 MT.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down again. Micah Parsons. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Second and 5 now. Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
From midfield now, Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
11
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 16-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now it's Burrow.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Elliott. They find some open field here.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Prescott on 1st down. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Prescott now. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Bengals nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him the question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked.
11, 11, 11. 11, mighty. 11, mighty.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 call.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To try again after the sack, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now Prescott on 4th down. That's caught again by Schultz. Touchdown! Touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Marr now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Bengals nothing. Brett Meyer taking off 40 yards.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Gun. Cut.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott off play action. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. It got his man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Prescott to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, it's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, it's Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be fourth down. Throwing. Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now Burrow on first down.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
11.
They go play action with Burrow.
Short pass tip, but caught anyway.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Burrow going for it on fourth.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
First play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A second down throw for Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material.
They go to Elliott again. And some room to work. We have played 3 quarters.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it is 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
11,
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. In motion, the tight end. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
Again, that's Hurst. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air again, Burrow.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd.
Here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
11.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. another try for Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Pollard again. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. Tough spot here. 3rd and 18 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
For the winning side, Charles, all that was missing was a shutout. Just giving up the 7 points, that's it, but really an incredible game from...
She-Rag got me.
Is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the San Francisco 49ers. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. A short kick taken at the 18. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Right to the air is Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11, 11, 11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It'll be Joe Mixon, born in nearby Oakley, California. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Burrow. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
49ers nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Jennings, a receiver in motion right. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's Lance to throw it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
10 cycles.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On the ready, 560.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Lance going back to the air after the pick 6. And he'll just get rid of it.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28.
52 blaster. Claws red.
Now Lance. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Check you. You yellow. Hey.
Jennings, a receiver in motion right. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown 49ers. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
11. Whoa.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
11 empty.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to Mixon on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining.
On the double.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Blue.
McCaffrey running up the middle. To the 36-yard line. Stop there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The Lance going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Flush to his right. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. And they go play action now. Burrow. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Hey, you gotta go score.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
11.
Mixon. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Mixon again. And once again, this defense very stout. They stop it for no gain for the 2nd straight play. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Here we go.
3rd and goal. Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst from 3 yards out. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check nigga. Real green.
Lance looking to throw it. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
It's the gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now is Lance.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Now Lance again.
This is caught. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, Lance.
A final shot before half for Lance.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure they're friends from the defensive side.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football